Well, she started as a makeup artist in TV and film, and now she's done theater, TV, movies, and most recently joined the cast of Continuum for the 4th and final season. Lisa Berry, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you and I actually have something in common going back a few years. We both used to smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've come a long way since then.
Yes, I have.
Talk about your journey a little bit and who you were then and who you are now.
I'm such a different person than that person, but I consciously made a decision to be who I am today then. Of course, it felt impossible then, as you know.
Sure.
Quitting smoking was probably one of the hardest things I had to do next to losing weight.
And you had quite a significant weight loss.
Yeah, I lost 80 pounds 10 years ago, and I've kept it off and had a healthy body weight and a healthy self-image for a really long time, which is, again, another thing that I had to build because that wasn't just there. But it's all like a little bit at a time, right? Like I didn't try and do it all at once. I wasn't going to be the person who quit smoking, started working out, eat healthy, and
change careers.
Yeah. Like I couldn't do that all in a day. So I just had to be really kind with myself and just allow the baby steps to be what they were and take the small advantages, the small accomplishments where I could, and take advantage of every little bit I could.
So what made you make that change? What happened in your life? Was there anything particular? Or?
You know, it's a sad little story. But when I was working at the Shaw Festival, I'd recently just finished transferring from being a makeup artist and stylist into being an actor, and I was doing really, really well, and success was coming. I had a really great agency, and I was working and doing commercials, and it was really fun. But I viscerally have an understanding of it was the best of times, it was the worst of times, because I was just so unhappy with who I was inside, regardless of what was reflecting on the outside. So I had great friends, I had people who loved me, career was working well. I just hated who I saw in the mirror. So it was like, okay, I can't look in the mirror and hate that person who I'm gonna be with for the rest of my life.
That's right.
So I had to turn around and say, how can I love you? And it just started with, well, one step at a time.
Well, you have so many confident roles. You've been on Mr. D, Degrassi, and you're always this confident character. So it's interesting to see that it was a journey to get there, and now we can see it.
I think every confident person, whether you be a man or a woman, I think everybody has to go on their journey to get there, because our definition of bravery for ourselves becomes really specific and unique. And I'm comfortable doing public speaking. I'm comfortable being at a party with people I don't know. So for me, that's not really stepping into my big girl shoes and being brave, but really, you know, putting down the cigarette was actually one of the bravest moments that I had, of not having as many dependencies to fall back on. So I had to really just evaluate who I was and what I wanted, and
it all worked.
And it all worked.
And now you're
here.
on season 4, Continuum.
And now I'm on season 4 of Continuum. I know, I like all of a sudden, like this ray of light comes out of me because I'm just so excited. Sci-fi is an area that I've wanted to get into for a very, very long time. And so when I got cast, I was just like,
well, we have one exclusive photo to prove that it's happening. It wasn't easy to get. But
there it is.
That's the chair. Your name. That's all we could get. They're pretty protective about it.
Which was really, really cool.
Quickly tell us about your character, because this is another fierce character.
This is so great. She's tough, she's strong, she's awesome. The character that I play is Nolan, and she travels from the future with a group of Marines to the present time to battle Rachel Nichols' character, Kira Cameron, and we're all trying to fight it out to really trying to preserve our respective futures. So we're all trying to make sure that our futures get to be what we want them to be, and then a battle ensues. I think the fans for this season are going to be blown away. There's new characters. Hi.
Yeah.
And there's lots and lots and lots of action, so I think it'll be really fun.
I was going to say, are you involved in some of that action as well?
I'm involved in a lot of the action.
You've got some, you're tough. Like, I wouldn't want to mess with you.
You do some stunt work?
I do some stunt work, and I've gotten to do a lot of stunt work in my career, but I feel blessed to have that in my bag of tricks as well. But I got to do martial arts for a long time. When I was losing the weight, part of building the positive self-image, martial arts definitely help with that, because it steers you in that direction, to have a good outlook on yourself and to have power come from within you. And martial arts definitely helped instill that in me, along with my mother. You know,
oh, good mom.
You know, you can never not say thank you to the one most powerful woman I've ever had in my life. So
for sure,
wow.
Yeah. Let's get a little romantic here. Not us in particular, but let's talk about your love life a little bit.
Yes, your fiance.
Yeah,
you're recently engaged. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Dion.
Yes, Dion Johnstone.
Also an actor. Tell us about how you met and a little bit about the relationship.
He's phenomenal. He's the greatest thing that's ever happened in my life. Like, when I knew that it was going to be great when I first saw him in the rehearsal hall at Stratford, and I said, that's it. I knew right then and there that it was going to be great. I didn't know that fast forwarding 7 years that it was going to be this amazing of a relationship. It's literally everything I'd put on my list. There's a song that India Ari has called Ready for Love, and I remember the year before I met him, when I was doing the huge transformation, it was my mantra song, and I would sing it and listen to it every day, all day. Right. While I was walking, while I was running, while I was doing anything, and I was like, I want a man just like that, who respects the arts, who has a zest for life, who's spiritual. And then when he came, I was just like, oh my God.
There you are.
Wow.
And he really nailed the proposal.
And
it was
did.
local. Blackcomb.
Blackcomb Mountain, yeah. I didn't even expect it, because he's just such a romantic guy, and he's from Vancouver originally, so, or at least spent 6 years here, and so he was just like, I want to show you the town, I want to show you the city, it's so beautiful. So I kept thinking, oh, maybe he's going to propose, maybe he's going to propose, maybe he's going to propose. And then after like weekend number 5 of something romantic that he did, I was like, okay, maybe we're just having a good time, and I need to just completely let it go.
Yeah.
And then when we went up to Whistler, I was just like, completely shocked, because he brought me around a mountain, the top of the mountain, and of course I was nervous to go, because I was like, if I take one wrong move, I'm going down that hill, and it's not going to be pretty.
Yeah.
And so he's like, I got you, and he held my hand, and I was like, well, there's no better way to usher yourself into a proposal than with your man being like, I got you, as you go around a cliff of a mountain, because he wanted to be at the top peak of it. So all of a sudden I turn around, and there was a chair there, and I was just like, oh. And of course, again, still nothing, no wheels are turning.
No.
And then I turn around, he's on bended knee.
Wow.
And I was in the middle of a Boys to Men song. It was great.
Which, it doesn't get any better than that.
You said yes.
And I said yes.
She said yes. Yes. Well, thank you so much, Lisa. You can catch Lisa as Nolan in the world premiere of Continuum on Showcase Canada, Friday, September 4th. And you can follow her online, lisaberrylive.com.